Syrvivor Syracuse, mind, body, soul, coming soon.
So what's up, guys? We are back with another Season 3 Castaway. Joe Cologne. Joe, introduce yourself.
Hello. I'm Joe Cologne. I am a rising senior at Syracuse. I study accounting and advertising. And like in my free time, I like to like run a lot, do a lot of active stuff. And yeah, excited for the season.
Yeah, hell yeah, man. So Joe is actually a good friend of Season 1 Castaway Jake Niebuhr, finished second. Does that play into why you wanted to play this season?
Oh yeah, it does play a lot into it because it seemed like he was having a lot of fun and it was like very like exciting when he was going through like the whole process. So that really motivated me to like kind of get out of my comfort zone
Hell yeah.
and try this.
Hell yeah, man. So we're 9 days away from the season kicking off. It's starting. Where's your head at 9 days out?
Oh, I've been getting very nervous for it. Like oddly, like I'm sitting there, I'm like, because I've been kind of going like a bit like blank slate into it, like not too many expectations and whatnot.
Right.
And then with the whole like COVID thing, everything's kind of like 50-50. But yeah, I've just kind of been like, just thinking like, okay, like how can I just sit in the middle of the pack and like kind of just like go fly under the radar during the game?
Right enough. So do you think that's going to be your game plan? Kind of just stay low for a bit, be that physical person you are, but also don't ruffle any feathers early on and just fly by?
Oh yeah, I think so because I feel like in a lot of like the game shows, like if you like dominate like challenges or whatever, you get a target on your back, and then obviously if you're like a low performer, everyone's like, okay, that person's just gonna get out.
Right.
So it's like if you just sit in the middle of the pack, like you kind of just like nobody notices you like enough to the point where you're like, okay, I want that person out of the game. And it's like an easy way to get into like like the like final like forward position type thing.
Hot. I love that. That's a good strategy, man. So day one, you'll be meeting many different people, probably people that you haven't seen before, haven't met before. Do you have a game plan of how you're going to interact with these new people, whether that be people on your tribe? What do you think?
Well, I think like in general, I'm like pretty decent in like talking to new people. Like I give like pretty a decent like first impression for the most part. So like I think like it would just be like kind of like just like meeting new friends type thing where it's like just being nice, being like friendly, and like really getting to know people, and like not really trying to play like the whole like like the internal team side like, oh, like let's like make a vendetta against this person or that person, kind of just be like everyone's friend.
Yeah, definitely, man. So with Survivor, and especially this year with COVID, a lot of changes are going to be happening to the season. One of them being we're probably going to be outside and a lot more physical-oriented challenges. That said, fun fact about Joe, he's a good cross-country and or runner in general. Do you think that'll benefit you in the challenges or just as a player in general?
Oh yeah, I think definitely helps out a lot because like for one, like in terms of physical challenges, everyone hates running the most, and that's what I like the most. So it's like what everyone's punishment is, it's like that's like my pleasure.
Right.
But at the same time, it makes me very like calm and just like very like disciplined in general. So even if like we're not running or something, like I feel like I could kind of just like stick with any sort of like physical pain and just like kind of get the result I want out of like that challenge and whatnot.
Right, for sure. And that does not discount you mentally or strategically at all. He's also a double major in advertising and accounting, and he's killing it. So we talked about your strengths. What do you think could be a weakness for you entering this game?
I think like probably my biggest weakness is sometimes like I'm like kind of half extrovert, half introvert. So like sometimes like my social battery would like run out,
Right.
and then like I get like a bit more shy and like kind of like just more like the opposite of like outgoing. Well, I think like that'll probably be like the biggest thing, but I think like just with like the pressure of like being filmed and like being out there, like it'll probably like push me over like that hump.
Mm-hmm. No, yeah. You won't even notice the cameras there half of the time, so you'll be fine. Do you have any goals for yourself entering the season? That could be like not being the first one out or making the merge. Any goals you have?
Oh, okay. So definitely don't want to be the first one out. That's like you're like top of the line. Like, yeah, we're not gonna be that person. But no, I'm really going into it like open minded, just like trying to get the most and like have as much fun as I possibly can out of the experience. Like obviously like just being competitive, like in general, I want to see how far I could possibly go. And like if I could take the chip, then ooh, that's like a nice little like cherry on top.
Huge, man, huge. So let's see. So, what do you want to say to your future self once this game is over? So we have preseason Joe right now. After the season's over, Joe will finish somewhere between whatever we have to first. What do you want to say to him?
You know, oh, so like from like future self to like past self? Or,
No, what do you
oh,
want to say to your future self? Yeah.
oh yeah, okay, so you know, first thing it's like I don't want to embarrass myself too badly. So it's like, you know, gotta keep my image out there. And, you know, hopefully like this entire like season experience is way better than I anticipated it to be. And hopefully I can make a lot of friends, have a good time, and also like, you know, really just like push myself to like, you know, think outside the box, like and even like do like more like physical stuff during the challenges and whatnot.
Oh yeah, hell yeah. Before we sign off, do you have any closing statements or any shout outs you want to give to anyone?
Well, I mean, definitely have to give a shout out to Jake for even like getting me like motivated enough to like do this. So, you know, shout out to Jake. He's a homie. And other than that, it's like, you know, to everybody watching, root for me.
Oh yeah. So that is Joe Cologne. We'll see him out there day one of Survivor Syracuse season 3. We wish him the best of luck, and yeah, thank you guys.